Hello everyone, Flick here. It's time for yet another Let's Look At, and today we are taking a look at Blood Bowl 2 by Cyanide Studios and published by Focus Home Interactive, based off of the 90s tabletop, kind of rugby, American football if you prefer, crossed with beating people up game from Games Workshop. I played that briefly when I was a kid, but you may already be aware I kind of settled on 40k as my Games Workshop game of choice. Anyway, I am moderately familiar with the tabletop game this is based off. I briefly played the first Blood Bowl, and here we are with Blood Bowl 2. You'll be seeing this on release day. It will be released on Steam this evening, and there will be a link to that store page in the description box below. Anyway, I've spent 5 hours with the game so far, 3 of which have been with the campaign, and 2 of which have been with the League mode. So with that, let's get into this, and I will explain a little bit about what's going on. It will sign in as well. There is an offline mode, but I'm signing in to the online side. So there's one of our announcers, and the other one will get up there. It's a vampire and a troll, naturally.
Ah, there you are. I'll tell you how long we've been waiting.
I think it's the same voice actors from Bloodborne 1, but... did I just say Bloodborne? Blood Bowl, sorry. Blood Bowl 1. If it isn't, then they're very close to what they were like in Blood Bowl 1. So yeah, I'm not going to show the campaign, because it's mostly a tutorial, at least what I've played so far. It gives you a simplified version of the rules to ease you in, so if you're not familiar with the rules of Blood Bowl, definitely start with that, because it gives you a simplified set where ball pickups and passes are all like 100% chance at first, and then it slowly introduces the fact that RNG is a bigger part of the game. So yeah, I think we'll probably just play a league match. I'm not sure if I'll get a full match in the video, because a full match generally can run at like 40 minutes-ish. But anyway, let's go into league. I've got a couple of teams, one which is really, really bad, and one which is doing okay. In fact, I think I quit out of the league I was starting that because I just could not win as the Nurgling Bedfellows. We'll have a look at them towards the end. What we have here is Solaire Sunlight Spears. I've just started a new round-robin league. I won my first match against some Dark Elves, 1-0. And my next match is against a team of the same race, Bretonnians. But first of all, before we jump into the actual match, let me show you my team. So yeah, I might only do like the first half, or if say I get stomped by the enemy team, I'll concede part way in, so then I can show you my other team. But anyway, yeah, this is my Solaire Sunlight Spears, a Bretonnian team. Their motto is, if only I could be so grossly incandescent. By the way, I set up this whole team based purely on the fact that the guys with the helmets look a bit like Solaire. I had no idea the game was also aware of that, so imagine my surprise when I scored my touchdown in the first match I did of this league. And the victory pose the guy who scored did was the Praise the Sun emote, and I could not wipe the smile off my face for a good 10 minutes. It was glorious. So anyway, yeah, this is my current team roster. Only one of my teams leveled up after my first match. Characters don't get XP per se. They get SP based on doing important actions in the game, like scoring, killing someone, that sort of thing. So Charles de Chalons has leveled up. Louis the Good is kind of close. You can name your individual guys. I didn't really bother for this team. My other team I did. I just kind of settled on the name. You also have your staff, which help you with various back aspects of the game. You don't need to worry about them. I'm not going to try and bog this down in too much of like, you know, this is all the side stuff you can do, because it might put you off if you're not familiar with how Blood Bowl plays. So just ignore that for now. You also have to set up a club. You also have to pick a sponsor if you want to earn more money. I picked this and I named it Astora. And then I have my statistics and history. So with that, let's actually get into a game. It's a shame that it's a team that's the exact same race as me, but they're a different colour by the looks. If nothing else, it'll mean I know how they play. Now, let's just get straight in.
Here we go. Fun.
So, let's see. Depending on how much your team has spent on it, you might have a petty cash amount that's either higher or lower. So, in other words, say my team cost $1 million to put together, and the enemy team was $1 million and a bit. That bit would be credited to me to buy extra bonuses. So I'm cheaper by 10 grand. I don't think that's actually enough to buy anything. You can also use money out your treasury if you wanted. I don't like doing that personally. But there are some things you can buy here that help you in the match. You can also buy mercenaries who are like star players with loads of skills. Because usually your teams only get skills when they level up, and that doesn't happen that often. And there's always the chance that your team will just die. So I'll just sit on the money. I don't know how well I'm going to do here. I'm generally not very good at Blood Bowl. I guess that's part of the reason I settled on 40k when I was a kid. There's a few of the innate game rules I just don't like, and this does faithfully recreate the game rules, so they are in there. But anyway, I'll let the intro of the match play, and then we'll get back into what we're actually doing here. Cabal Vision. Once it loads, they're filling the dwarf beer barrels. It takes a while because they're all alcoholics.
Welcome back, sports fans. Jim Johnson and Bob Bifford here. Weather is fine, so I'm not going to talk about it.
Praise the sun, gentlemen, praise the sun. Right, let's see the other team. Come on. They won't be as grossly incandescent as I am. Oh, maybe they are. Damn. The plucky crowns. There is online leagues as well, by the way, but for the purposes of this, I'm just playing against the AI to try and learn the game a bit better. Alright, we've seen your team. I'll skip that now. So here's the coin flip for seeing who decides whether or not we're doing offense or defense. Do I get to pick or do they get to pick? I get to pick. So would I rather kick the ball or would I rather receive the ball? I'm just debating. We're against another Bretonian team. They're a little bit scrappy. They're not very agile. I would rather be on offense to start with. So, you have to set up your team. That is not necessarily the layout they will also start with. The Majestic Charge setup is usually okay, in my opinion. What I would normally do is maybe move some of my people on the lines here just a little bit closer to the enemy lines. Chances are they're going to kick the ball back roughly here-ish. Also, the narrators talk quite a lot, and if they're quite loud, you might not hear me over them, so I'll try not to talk when they're talking.
I'll give it a miss. I may not be the sharpest spike on the armor.
So the Bretonians are actually a very simple army, or, sorry again, that's 40k talking, you know, team. Because they don't really have many unique classes. That's part of the reason I went with them, because I feel like, unlike the humans, which are a little bit dull because they're just average at everything, they specialise in the sense that they've got blockers, linemen, and then blitzers that can basically do everything and look like Solaire. So that's kind of like a double plus point for me. Also, is the timer actually going? Oh, it is going, so I can't really sit still for too long. So I've tried a few different teams. They kind of suit me, it feels like. Them and humans, so far. We'll have a look at the other teams available at the end of the video. As I say, if this match runs on too long, I will just concede or quit out. So there's the kickoff. It won't necessarily land where he wants it. Oh, and we've got a special event.
It's perfect for playing Blood Bowl.
A gentle gust of wind makes the ball scatter one extra square in a random direction before landing. That is fairly inconsequential. Although if it does land out of bounds, I get to just automatically pick it up. It landed right smack dab basically where I said. Alright, so turn 1. It's a 3-minute turn, so I can't really dilly too long. The general idea of the game is, you want to score a touchdown, or you want to kill the entire team. So that can happen too. It's 2 halves of 8 turns, split across both of us. And my team is a little bit bashy and they can do a little bit kind of throwing, but they're not that great at picking up the ball. One of the main problems I have with the base Bloodborne, I almost said Bloodborne again, Blood Bowl rules is that most teams have a 3+ chance to just pick up the ball even if there's no enemy team nearby. That's a 67% chance for it to succeed of just picking up the ball, and that always seems stupid to me. It should be a 2+ or no roll at all if there's no one around to get in your way, in my opinion, and that always bugged me back in the tabletop as well. At least I think it didn't. It definitely in Blood Bowl 1. And it's here as well. So what you don't want to do is pick up the ball straight away, because if you fumble the ball or if any of your players get knocked over, there's a turnover and it skips to the next person. That applies to the enemy team as well though. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run interference with this guy, so now they're connected, so if he wants to move away from him, he has to do a dice roll, otherwise he gets knocked over. And of course, yes, fights might happen. So we're also going to put him here. We're going to move this guy up a little bit to hopefully stop him just running past. Now then, do I want to risk a pickup straight away? Let's move you forward there. I don't know if I want to do any smacking before I try that. Actually, let's try some smacking. So if I do that way, it's only going to get 1 attack die. It's going to be 2 attack dice here, and he's got... He can wrestle me down, so that just means if he gets knocked over, he can take me with him. What about you on him? You're not getting any strength bonuses from him? Oh wait, no, you moved, that's why you can't. Yeah, we're all getting no bonuses here. Screw it, let's try it. Let's try and knock you over. So depending on the picture that appears on the dice, things will happen. That means that both of us are going to get knocked over, sadly. Unless I have block, which I do not. Although, hang on, I think wrestle means it can still stay my turn. It won't do a turnover. Yeah. If I didn't do that, because one of my players got knocked down, it would have become his turn, I think. It might not apply when his player gets knocked down as well. As I say, I'm not 100% on the intricate rules. So there we go, one of us knocked out one of them. Great. I should probably try and pick up the ball now. It's going to be a 67% chance. Yep. So he's got a 3+ roll. It tells you the rolls on the bottom, by the way. Don't. Actually, know what? Just in case he does fumble, I'm going to move him next to the ball. just so he can maybe harass an enemy player if they get near it. Right, come on, don't screw this up. If he does, I have rerolls. Oh my god, he actually achieved it. Alright, so another thing, this is the only other thing about the base rule set of Blood Bowl I don't like. Not only does the person you're throwing the ball to have to make a dice roll to see if they succeed, you actually have to make another roll to make sure the thrower actually throws correctly. And I never liked that there was 2 chances for a throw to muck up. So you know what, on that subject, I'm not going to throw it this turn. I'm just going to kind of block myself in and see what the enemy does. We're running out of time here on the turn anyway. Turns will go faster now that I've kind of explained the basics. Let's just quickly try and knock this guy over. I've knocked myself over. I'm going to reroll. I don't like that result. Now we're going to knock each other over, that's fine. And I'll wrestle. Do you have a set number of rerolls? I've got 1 left now, he's got 2 left. Really, you probably shouldn't use them for that kind of thing, but I was just annoyed. That's a shove the player. So I'm going to shove him that way. And I'm just going to stay put. And then finally, we might as well just try this. Just go for it. We're going to knock each other out. Alright, so it normally doesn't happen this way, but that was the most double knockouts I've ever seen in a single turn. So there we go, I ran out of time. But although I was done anyway. We didn't get to see Blitz, but we might see the enemy team use a Blitz. 1 player can use a Blitz per turn. And it's usually like a move and attack, or a get up and attack. You know, it's combining 2 actions that normally wouldn't be allowed. Some monsters, like Minotaurs, they get bonuses when you Blitz with them. Right, so they're moving towards the ball to be expected, although they've left this area massively, massively exposed, which is not a good idea. If they don't get adjacent to the ball carrier, I should be able to do a pass without being interrupted. Usually the AI is smarter than this. They've left this wide open for me. Alright, they're just getting up. Assuming a player hasn't been stunned, this player won't be getting up next turn. Oh, you're actually just using a Blitz to go for him. Damn.
Put some pressure on the ball carrier.
Right, he's shoving him. He's not going to lose the ball though, so that's fine. And you shoved him away unless he follows. He followed. Okay.
Smells weakness.
Right, that's not so bad. Oh, this is either a shove or both knocked over. He opted for a shove. If a player gets shoved off the pitch, they get murdered by the crowd.
Just 1 more step.
Haha, we're both getting... Oh no, that's a double stun. Boom. Also, I just noticed that's really loud when it does that camera. Can I turn down the volume from in here? Settings. Just a little bit sound. Commentator volume is fine, just like 1, 2, 1, 2, and then 1. Save. Just bring it down a little bit.
Let's get this show
so that's going to knock him over as well, sadly. There's a chance when anyone gets knocked over that they will either be injured, knocked out, stunned, or killed. So, on to my second turn. So, he did not get knocked out, so he can stand up straight away, so he's going to just so he can interrupt this guy. I need to knock over this guy this turn, so what is my easiest way of doing that? Well, first of all, you're standing up. He can't because he's stunned this turn. He's just going to stand up. If I want to stand up and attack, he has to blitz, so he's just going to stand up and block. I'm tempted to make... Oh, this guy's touching though, so he can't. I have 2 chances here to just... I don't even need to knock this guy over, I just need to move him. Oh, I just noticed you've got a lot of skills. You've leveled up. You've got a catch skill, you're dauntless, I've got that. But you've got blocks. That means if I usually get a knockover result on him, he can't be because he blocks it. When it's a double knockover, I mean, not a single knockover. Alright, we're going to have to go for this guy. We have to either shove him or... Yes, okay, do it.
This is going to be decisive.
Stun him. Knock him that way. And stay.
1 less obstacle for the
Still
ball
there,
carrier.
bitch. Alright, so now my ball carrier can move or throw. Now what is his chance? He's got a 50% chance for the throw not to mess up, and then there's a 3+ chance for the catch to actually succeed. This is the thing that annoys me a little bit, and I actually much preferred the simplified version of the rules where this was not a thing. It feels like it makes more sense to me. Although Blood Bowl is more about kicking the crap out of the team than it is scoring, but I kind of focus on trying to score. Maybe that's my mistake. We'll try this. I have a reroll so I can try again if it messes up. The pass succeeded but did the catch. Oh my god, the catch did as well. Run! 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 So he will get a touchdown next turn, assuming he doesn't get harassed. Now, can I block with anybody? Oh, I totally can. Oh no, he's going to get hit! 50-50 chance, let's reroll that. I need it to succeed. That's my last reroll as well, I can't do that again. And he got knocked over again, so that's going to be a turnover. That's a shame. I failed 2 50% chances there. That's real bad. Now most of his team is going to have to do checks if they try and pull away from my guys as well, so I might get away with this. He's going for it. Oh, he got tripped over. He'll use a reroll for sure, though. And he's got a 67% chance to dodge for some reason. I don't know why my percent seems to be lower when I'm the same race. And he got away with it that time. Typically.
Get next to the ball carrier.
And he is only shoving me, so I will still hold the ball. He's trying to get me off the pitch, though.
It was time. He's not far from the end zone.
Now, because they're adjacent, though, I will have to like either try and shove him or get someone else to shove him. And down goes another one. Is that a stun? I wasn't paying attention to the dice roll, but it was a stun. Right, they're both knocked down. Although I've got blocks, so never mind. Oh, I injured him! Right, so what's the injury? No long-term effect. In a league game, they can have like torn ligaments and stuff, which knocks them out for a set number of games. And I gave him 2 XP essentially. SPP is XP. So it's my turn. What are we doing with this turn? I have to think really carefully about this. I need to I don't even need to knock this guy over, I just need to knock him away and then the ball carrier can score. That's all I need to achieve in this 2 minutes. You're just going to stand up, because then at least they all have to do a check before moving. He can't stand up because he's stunned. Fine. Now he could stand up and blitz. Now what's your movement like? Oh, you can't get far enough. Damn it. You can't get far enough either. Curse me not being an elf. Alright, if I move there, and then make him blitz, I have to make him blitz because he'd be standing up. Alright, so we'll do this. There's no interference, none at all. Right, you move next to there. This is really the only thing that matters this turn. Everything else doesn't matter too much, although I will actually move him there to stop this guy moving next turn safely. Yes. Alright, so it all comes down to this. He is going to blitz him. Blitz him. Why can't I blitz? Wait. Oh, was I pressing on the wrong guy? Oh, it's slightly out of range, isn't it? Oh, it takes 2 dice rolls to get to him. Arg. Okay. Are you free? You are free. Oh, no, you're not. Who are you getting hit by? Him. Right, hang on. Let's try and knock this guy over.
The attacker has an assist.
Alright, shoving him away is actually fine. We'll shove him that way.
I think this player would rather be alone.
So that means he can move now. He has to get 2 plus rolls to make this. Do I risk it? Yeah, I do. I don't have any rerolls, so if he screws up, he screws up. He'll just kind of like fall over on the grass. He made them.
Unity is strength.
Let's see. I've got blocks, so I can't be knocked over. Absolutely do this. Oh, you had wrestle though. That's still fine. Because we just scored. Please do the praise the sun emote. Come on, do the praise the sun. There we go. Praise the sun, bitches. My matches are usually not high scoring because I find it very difficult to score, so I got very lucky there. And I don't think any of my team is in the box. You know, just one of his is. Alright, that's good. So he's 1 man down. Alright. What turn are we on now? That was only 2 turns. So as I expected, I mean, a match does take a while. Set up your players in defense. Really, other than that change, I am satisfied. He's using similar setup. I'll confirm that. Actually, let me just check the pause menu. You can only quit or concede. I was just checking whether or not you could leave a match in progress if it was against the AI. So this is me kicking off into their half. Let's do it like... there. Please be on target. Oh, both teams get an extra team reroll this half. Nice. Alright, so he has to at least pick it up, and he's choosing to ignore it. I'm going for a brawl. He's going to go try grab it at the end of the turn, calling it right now. Oh! I stand corrected. He's doing the exact same maneuver on the far side. He's pinning my guys in so they can't get past. That's what he's doing. Surprised he didn't make contact there. Someone's going to go for the ball. Now, will you drop it? Will you fumble?
Quick and easy.
Nope, picked it up easy. Alright. And that's a little bit of defense for the ball carrier, to be expected. Oh, here comes the blitz. He's going to get a lot of strength bonuses for adjacent allies.
Gathering around that lone place.
And it's going to be... That was either a knock me over or he gets hurt. Obviously he opted for me getting knocked over because otherwise that would be stupid. You might think, well, what's the point then of offering the choice? Well, if the person you're attacking is stronger than you, the attacker... the person being attacked gets to choose the result. So obviously if my guy was stronger, I would have chose that the attacker got knocked down there.
This player likes to be well assisted.
Alright, so that'll be me stunned. But I have fend at least. So he can't do a follow-up. Oh, I wonder if fend actually stops you being stunned, I guess. So that was either he gets knocked down or he just shoves me. He opted for shoving. Here comes another attack. Stunned or knocked down. He opted for the stun, obviously. They're being hyper aggressive now. And that did stun that time. Is that your turn? That is your turn. So he left my side here kind of free to move around if I wanted, but I can't reach him without rolls. Unfortunate. Well, first of all, just stand up. And just stand up. My linemen are just like the grunts. Now then. If you want to run past anybody, you have to do a dodge check. So everyone is risky unless you're playing as like elves who have far more agility. I know he can't quite make it to the ball, but
that's it. Get in their face.
Yeah. Now then, what am I going to do here? So if I wanted to move here, oh, actually, yeah, you can go round. I'm worried about him passing to someone. I don't think he's going to be able to get past me. Oh, you've got more strength than me. The dice are red, so that means he gets to pick the result. Yeah, just move here for now. Run interference, Solaire.
Now that's a holding maneuver, if ever I saw one.
So, let's see, where can you get to? Nope, dodge chance isn't good enough. Dodge chance isn't good enough. I do want to blitz this guy, though. So let's do it. Because I think he's the one who's going to get the pass. I'm going to have to do the double knockdown and wrestle him down. That's okay. The rest of my team is just going to have to run interference, sadly. Get him there to block anyone running past him. That's going to do it! I suppose I could try and knock this guy down. Yeah, sure. I shoved him. Alright, well, we'll shove him that way so he's next to that guy and we'll stay still. That actually means this guy's free. I never noticed that. My team's knocked down. Move there. Stop them from moving freely. Alright, let's see what he does. So that's my stun wearing off on that guy so he can stand up next turn. Alright, so this guy opted to go over back to the middle. He might get past too. It's a short pass, so the chance of it succeeding is higher. Oh, using up your blitz on that?
They've gone into the opponent's tackle.
Interesting. He's going for the stun, obviously. Didn't get the stun, did knock him down though.
This player likes to be
They're trying to free up these two to move, I think. I think that's what he's doing. Oof. I love the slow-mo hit cams, they're great. Alright, shoved him. Can the ball carrier get past here? I don't think you can run over bodies. Oh wait, no, you could run through maybe? No. Well, diagonally he could, but he'd have to dodge an attack from this guy. Alright, he opted not to move up very far. That's good for me. Oh, he's boxing him in though. Annoying.
This formation gives them a safe progression. It's going to be hard to make them lose the ball.
Yes, it is. It's a lot of awkward positioning he's done there. He's going to opt to shove me. And he's got the ball boxed in pretty damn tight. And I think we will stop at the half time mark. Sadly, because the match is in progress and I don't want to lose my progress, it means I can't go look at my Nurgle team to show you how the special rules want to work for Chaos. Unless I suddenly get stomped and it goes like 2-1 up, then I might just quit out. Or concede, rather. Alright, so we've got some knockovers here. Let's see. You're just going to stand up. You're just going to stand up. You're just going to stand up. And you're just going to stand up. Alright, so now let's start worrying about how we're going to get to this ball carrier and whether or not I'm going to do anything with this guy. Well, let's start with pushing him.
They're gathering around that lone player.
We'll take the knockdown, thanks. We'll shove him that way and we will follow him. Got the stun as well. I knew that happened by the way because he turned upside down. So now we're touching the ball carrier so he can't just move away. So that's one thing achieved. Now this guy is also free to move up and blitz the ball carrier. What strength does this guy have? He's only strength 3. He must have a skill that's giving him that ability to pick the result. I'm still going to have to go for it, but is there anything else I want to do first? This guy's free to move. He could kind of sneak in there. Yeah, he could. Okay. Number 3, he moved in.
They're getting up close and personal, Bob.
You need to be close. So close they can smell your breath and see the dead insects in your teeth.
Is there anything else I want to do other than try this blitz now? Because if there's a bad result, he will pick it. Let's go for it.
This could be a sack.
Oh, 2 of the same result. I don't want to reroll, so skip. Oh, we both have block. I didn't look into that. So never mind, that was a waste of a... But we are still... That's 2 of my people next to him now, so that's good. What else can we do this turn? We could try and shove him. And I will. And we'll shove him that way. And I'll follow, so I'm touching this guy. Hopefully knock him out or injure him, ideally. Get him off the field. Nope. It's fine. So actually I freed up this guy to move as well. Maybe bring him back here in case somebody runs around. Yeah, I'm going to bring him back just so I have someone who can maybe try and catch someone if they make a run for the touchdown. Then that leaves this guy who will move there. I've got a strong defensive line, but he's got a strong defensive box around the ball. Right, so turn 5 for them. Let's do it. Straight, just stand up and they'll move. Oh, it's going to knock him down. Oh wait, no, I've got block. I'll do nothing. Oh wait, no, it was a shove as well. Never mind. I forgot block is only if you get the stun one. Sorry, the double. Sadly knocked him out too. One guy's still touching the ball carrier though. This is them trying to clear a path. And sadly they're getting lucky with their dice rolls. Didn't knock him out, so there is that. Oh, good. 2 results. We should... Oh, he rerolled them! Damn you! Have you got any rerolls left? You've got 1 reroll left. Damn, that would have been my turn right there if he didn't have a reroll. So now the ball carrier can move freely, sadly. And he opted to move there? Really? Strange. He would only have had to dodge 1 person if he went down here and kind of like hug the wall. Okay. I mean, he's still definitely in a strong position because all my guys are getting knocked out. Thankfully, that's just a move.
Less pressure on the ball. It's a good move.
But I've got 2 knockouts and he's got 1. He is already down 1 guy though, remember. And this could be another one right here. No, okay. That's just a move. Opted to follow him. Alright, my turn 6. 2 stunned, can't do anything about that. And they're 2 of my strongest guys as well, unfortunately. He's just going to stand up, and he's just going to run interference on these guys. Now then, the ball carrier. How to do this? Oh, you're getting a bonus from him. That's what's making our strength be variable. I see. Just make him stand up, then I should get a bonus for my strength, right? No, apparently not. Still. Try it anyway. It's a shove. A shove is good enough. We'll shove him back that way and then we'll follow and then we're next to the ball carrier.
Intimidation is the key. It was one of my strengths when I was still playing.
It's only 1 die because this guy is not strong. We'll still risk it. Big plays, big plays, big plays. Oh, it's just a shove. Will I re-roll it? I don't actually want to shove him. I'll reroll it. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. It's just another shove. I will shove him that way and follow him. That was a waste of my last reroll, sadly. By the way, at the end of a blitz, even after doing something, you can, if you want, move a little bit more, but because of where he is, that ain't happening. Even though he gets to pick the result. He picked I get knocked down, so sadly it will become his turn now. But there wasn't much else I could do that turn anyway. Need to wait for him to spread out a little bit. Alright, so we're into their turn 6 now. And remember, halftime happens at turn 8.
That's a solid formation. I want to see the opposing team have a
Oh, this guy's not going to have a good day. Back of the head. Oh, he's only going to get shoved, actually. And I'm still next to the ball carrier, so there is that. But all he needs to do is like run this guy down, maybe do one pass, and he's got it. I won't be able to catch him, I don't think. What's he doing? Stun guy's standing up because the stun wore off.
Is the assist going to be enough to come out on top?
Yes, yes it is. They're going to knock him away this time. So that's the ball carrier free now. He's got to get past a lot of bodies. Right, no stun, that's fine. Will I choose the knockdown or the knockdown? Oh no, we got injured! Not Bernard! He's got a smashed hand, so he has to miss my next league game. And he's off the field for this match, so now I'm one man down as well. That's not good. He is going to be set up for the pass. Now, thankfully, he's next to two of my team. And a lot of my guys are getting beat to death, though. By the way, they don't have HP or anything like that. It's just chance. So I get to pick the result. I will obviously pick to be moved rather than stunned. That's because of the bonus of all my nearby teammates. Is that your turn? It looks like that might be your turn. Oh, the ball carrier moved one square. Oh. That's an interesting move. I guess because most of my team is over here, he's trying to keep them over there. Alright, turn 7 for me. What are we doing here? You're just going to stand up, run interference. You're going to stand up and move in front of him because I reckon he's going to be the one who's going to get the pass. Can't move him because he's stunned. You're going to stand up and stand. Oh wait, they're just going to get hit there. Why is that a dodge? Oh, because you're already adjacent to him. That's why. I could blitz him. That's why he kept those two guys there, so these people couldn't move after getting up. Run interference there. You're not free to move unless I can shove this guy, so let's try and shove him.
Come on, guys, together.
We'll take the knockdown, that's even better. We'll shove you that way, and I will stay. So I hope maybe on my next turn he'll still be free to move if someone doesn't go after him. But for now, this guy is free to move. And we'll move him there to interfere with a few guys. Now then. Good result. He's got fend though, that's fine. Mega punch! So fend means I can't move after him, by the way. Among other things. So they're both adjacent, so they can't move. That's fine, we'll keep them stuck where they are as well then. So that's okay, we'll just make them stand up. I'm just... Do I use my blitz? Oh, I have to declare before standing him up. I could use my blitz here, but that would be a 17% chance to dodge. No thank you. I mean, I might as well use my blitz, because otherwise I'm not using it. So I'll just try and knock this guy over. He could be a receiver for a pass if he decides to throw backwards. I've got a shove. I'm going to shove him further back. And I can't move with him because of fend. But I can move a little bit because I use my blitz. So I will move next to the ball carrier. Also, if you hear that thumping, that's the dog cleaning herself next to me. Or scratching herself, sorry. Alright. That was my turn. Turn 7 for the computer now. By the way, as we I'll let the computer play their turn. I'll just go over the asking price for Blood Bowl 2 on Steam is £34.99, which is actually very steep, I think. And only fans of the series will probably be into that value. Nice. Yeah, I was actually surprised it was that much. Also, if you do pre-order, and keep in mind this is on release day you'll be seeing this, so you only have until like 6 PM tonight UK time. If you pre-order, you get to pick one of 2 DLC races to play as, either Lizardmen or Wood Elves. As for what's in the game, it's humans, Bretonnians, Dwarves, Skaven, Chaos, High Elves, Dark Elves, and I think I've forgotten one. But, you know, there's a fair lineup in the game already, and there's going to be DLC. Which probably also explains why my Nurgle ain't represented.
Awesome.
There was a Nurgle DLC army for Blood Bowl 1. There is Chaos in the game, and they have Nurgly kind of flair and whatnot, but that's not the same as having a zombie rugby team. Which is what I liked using in Blood Bowl 1, so I really wish they were just standard in the game. I imagine they'll be, oh, good result for me. Turn over to my turn. I like having a zombie team. But anyway. So, the ball carrier is surrounded by my team now. This is good. This is very good. So you're just going to stand up in case something screws up here, because I want him just to not be able to move freely. Although this is my turn 8, then it's his turn 8, so all I can really do at this point until halftime is make sure he doesn't score. Which is easier said than done, but we shall attempt. So, how do I do this? He's going to get 2... Oh wait, no, I get +1 strength, right. Try and knock him away. Yeah, okay.
This is going to be decisive.
Shove away. I can only shove him that way. Fall on.
That's it. Force him back and then pow!
That is a shame. Shove him. Shove him over there and follow. That frees up this guy, who can then blitz the ball carrier. Come on. Yes. The ball is mine, Earthman. Sunlight Spear. Now the ball will fall randomly. Alright, so it fell next to me. Well, I shall have a 50-50 chance of picking it up then, I suppose. Is there anything else I want to do? No. Don't fumble it. Don't fumble it. He didn't? Who am I getting? Oh, right, him. Alright, I'm just going to stand there. So that puts the onus on him to get the ball off me next turn. Good. I'll knock him down, thanks. And knock him over there and stay still. That's what you get for messing with Solaire. So that actually frees up this guy. I wasn't thinking of that. Who's he getting? Oh, he gets caught. I might as well risk the dodge. Of course, a 67%. It's a 3+ chance fails for me. What did I roll there? Let me see when it does the turnover. I needed 3+. I got a critical fail. I got a 1. That honestly seems to happen more often than it should. I know how statistics work. I play tabletop games that involve a lot of dice rolls. It just feels like, against the AI anyway, that I roll more 1s and they roll more 6s. But maybe that's confirmation bias.
All this focus on the ball is against the spirit of the game.
That's true.
More random violence.
By the way, it's a totally legitimate tactic if you're playing as like Chaos or the Dwarves to not even care about the ball to a certain extent and just try and kill the team. Or at least get them all critically injured so that like there's one person on the pitch and then you can just walk the ball up. It's a very viable tactic for certain races. Or, if you don't care about the fighting aspect, this is actually what I find really annoying. Playing as like Skaven or the Wood Elves. You just have such massive movement and massive success chance for pickups and throws, you can just waltz around the team. I hate fighting them as a result. So, they know that they can't score before halftime, so what they're doing here is trying to get injures and kills before the second half. At all kickoff, so anyone knocked out has a chance of coming back on. Yep, they're just going for attempts at injury, and thankfully we didn't get any. So that is halftime, and I think that will be where we call it after we just get the kind of the blurb from the narrators, commentators. So there's my 1 injured, and there's his 1 injured. They are not coming back on.
Down a player. Easy to replace.
Alright, so there we are. That was one half of one full game, and that did take 40 minutes actually, so a full game can take longer, although keep in mind I was stopping to blether. Also, speaking of blethering, be quiet commentators. This has been a Let's Look At of Blood Bowl 2 by Cyanide Studios. There will be a link to the Steam store page in the description box below. It's available from tonight, when Steam updates. £34.99, and I imagine there will be DLC in the future, for as there was for the first one. which is also on Steam. If you're interested, you can get the Chaos Edition for pretty cheap usually in big sales. I like it. If you're a fan of the board game, you'll like it. If you're a fan of Blood Bowl 1, you'll like it. It's more of the same, just with a prettier graphic engine. The only problem I have with it is some of the rules of Blood Bowl I don't agree with, and the asking price is a little bit steep. That's my thoughts on it. Hope you enjoyed. Leave a like if you did, or if you want to share support to me or the developer, and I'll see you next time. Ta-ta for now.